I think there's not a lot of people that can say that. So I've been very fortunate to have all of my stars align and be able to do what I truly love to do and actually make that part of my life.
We are celebrating 25 years with our gem hunter, our world exploring rock hound, Jay King, who has delighted us with his amazing handcrafted jewelry pieces for 25 years now. Of course, his career is much longer. He's still a young man, but for over 4 decades, Jay has really brought us, or has been dedicating his life to these gemstones. And so for us, it becomes this story. It makes us feel really good. And I know I have a little something or a little treasure you can bring home today. My name is Leslie. I'm so fortunate to be part of this 25th anniversary special. Today, at the end of the day, when Jay wraps up with Lynn Murphy, the 4 flex pay on all of Jay King goes away. So if you see anything you love, take advantage, because just for today, it's all on 4 flex. Okay, we've got brand new mine finds for the anniversary that are so absolutely special. And in this case, unbelievably limited. What you're looking out here, I know so many of you collect opal, you guys, orange opal. We've got a necklace. Yes, you get the pendant included. We've got the matching earrings. We've got a ring for you. This is brand new and exclusive. I can't wait for Jay to tell you the story, but if you want the necklace, 160. If you want the ring, only about 100 there as well. And in the earrings, about 120. You can start ordering now. I know so many of you collect those opals, and I gotta tell you, I mean, that is all natural color. It is absolutely rich and beautiful and so vibrant. 088029 is your item number on those brand new anniversary orange opals. So let's get on started. In this hour, of course, you know this is a Brands You Love weekend, and it just so happens to be how we wrap up the Jay King 25th anniversary here at HSN. So Jay, welcome back in. This is my final hour with you for the anniversary visit. And I had to pop these on. It's the earring I've been wearing. We've got a necklace, we've got a stretch bracelet. Here's your drop earring. When you see cherry chalcedony, and you know, if you've shopped with Jay for many years, chalcedonies come in a world of colors. This is cherry chalcedony, and I thought, the minute I saw it, I thought of cherry blossoms. I mean, it is absolutely breathtaking. What beautiful, soft, romantic colors. This is 083131. It's already 5-star rated, and I am getting very limited. If you love those pale, breathy colors, it is pure romance. I just imagined, you know, walking through a courtyard full of cherry blossoms, Jay. This is pretty.
Isn't this gorgeous? And this is all a natural stone. This is a new material that a friend of ours, that they found a small stope, they found a small deposit of this in Madagascar. They mined it for us exclusively. This is something I'm not really sure I'm gonna be able to get more of. They're not even sure that they know that there's another stope. The stope goes back in a little bit further, but they would really have to move a lot of dirt, so they don't really know if it's gonna be economically feasible to get back into it. But of all the chalcedonies, and just like you said, Leslie, I mean, chalcedonies come in a myriad of colors, a very colorful material. I'm not gonna say, like, there's certain chalcedonies that are more predominant that you can get. Cherry is one of the rarer colors. I have seen it one other time in my life. This is only the second time I've ever actually been able to get any of the cherry rough and work with it. I just really love it, very soothing. Another natural pink, right? Kind of like, but cherry blossom actually describes it better. I mean, you know, if you think about cherry trees, if you've ever, especially, I remember one of the things that, like when I went to Japan, they would actually have the Cherry Blossom Festival. They actually celebrate and I can remember doing trade shows there and walking down when the cherry, all the cherries, trees were in bloom, and all the beautiful cherry blossoms, and just that awesome awesome kind of display of Mother Nature was making of that. And that really, to tell you the truth, that does have that same kind of feel. Beautiful, soft cherry, just a real soft, good feeling to it.
And it's not washed out. I mean, you can absolutely see that it's got these soft pink and peach undertones. It is so beautiful. My heart was drawn to it the minute I saw it. And as I told you, I was struggling to find a necklace that wouldn't rub on my microphone today. And I had to wear it. And I looked at them and I said, can I wear these together? I'm so in love with it. You know, I know these are those pale, soft colors, and a lot of women prefer bright, striking, but I've never seen chalcedonies in this color. I mean, it is something absolutely breathtaking. It's really romantic and pretty, and I've never been able to see cherry blossoms in person, and it's one of the reasons I'd love to travel to Japan. I'd love to go to Washington, D.C. I've not been there, Jay. I know that, you know, they have their cherry blossoms too. It's just a wonderful, wonderful color palette, and today we're very, very limited. So it's the J. King Cherry Chalcedony beaded jewelry. We've got the necklace, and that's $89.98. It is on sale. It's normally $119 on HSN. We took it down for anniversary. We also have the drop earrings, and those are a graduated design where the biggest bead does hang at the bottom. I love the length of that beaded earring. It's just a little under 3 inches. Those are $39.98, down from $54, and you can get them home for $10. And then we love a stretch bracelet, Jay. I love playing with it. It's almost like a prayer or a bead bracelet. This will fit a 7 to a 7.5 inch wrist, and you can get it home for $12.50. If you are looking at this, come close. If you love pale, soft, beautiful colors, these are all natural beads, Jay, and you know, every single one of these, I'm looking at the top of the necklace where the hook closure is. They're all so pretty. Every single one of them looks hand painted.
You know, and here again, this is a natural material. We have not done anything to enhance it or change the color. We cut it right from the natural chalcedony material. But look at all these soft pinks, the soft colors. You can see the clarity. You can actually, a lot of it is, what I like about it, it's mesmerizing, is you've got all these different cherry colors. And one of the things that you can tell on this, and this is just something to keep in mind, if most materials, now there are exceptions. I do have materials that look too good to be true that are real, right? They're just too good to be true. With this though, and I think this is the cool thing, the reason you can tell this is all cut from natural material, see how they're all individually different? They're all unique, right? Yeah. And they're all hand cut. If they were all identical and all the same, then I would be suspect that it's been enhanced or it's not real. Now, I do have things that look good, too good to be true. They're just too good to be true. They are. I mean, it's the material. But in this case, I really like the fact, and it really gives you the idea that these are hand cut. They're all the natural material. And what really is also pretty cool is the fact that, you know, there's no, even though you're cutting it from the same lot of rough material, it's all from the same time that you mined. It's from the same stope. It's from the same location.
Oh, so pretty.
The big thing is every one of them that you cut is going to be uniquely different in its own right. There are no two of these that are going to be totally matchy identical.
That's true. And by the way, treat yourself today. You know, they say those pink gemstones, they're supposed to, represent or elicit love. If you're trying to get some peace these days, you know, Jay, I know Jay gave me a little specimen of carnelian once for my son Liam, who's also a rock hound. And, you know, I keep those by my bathtub. So when I sit there and I soak, I have a rose quartz, I have an amethyst. You know, it's just love, you know, and it's such a beautiful, soft, romantic color. Maybe you already have all the big, bold, vibrant J. King pieces. Try something new today. This is like, I was just drawn to it. It's so pretty and so romantic. And if you can buy, of course, the earrings and the necklace, or more than one piece, maybe the earrings and the bracelet, that's the way to go, because it's so different and unique from everything you've ever brought us, Jay. 083131 is your item number. Think of walking walking down that corridor with all those cherry blossoms, maybe a couple of leaves falling. It's so pretty. It's pure romance. 083131 is your item number. We are moving on to something unbelievably special. And I think, Jay, that those of us that watch you, we already know the Hubei story, but I'm gonna let you tell it. All you have to know at home is that this is unbelievable turquoise. You won't find it anywhere else. It's already a customer pick, 4.6 stars. I think, are the earrings gone? Because I did have some match, oh, the earrings are gone. I want to tell the customer that if they are looking for the most special turquoise, the vintage turquoise that nobody else has, whatever you're seeing here and whatever's on hsn.com is the last of it. Never to be done again. There is simply no more rough. And Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, this is it. What's done, when it's gone, it is gone. 085392 is your item number. Tell us why Hubei is so special.
Okay, well, you know, Hubei, all this is vintage. This is antique turquoise. Okay, this was all you're looking at right now. What you're seeing here on my table in front of me here in the studio. These specimens that you're looking at here, I always keep these specimens. I got these in 1978. Okay, that's when the mine was still open, and that's when I was going and I was bringing the rough material to the United States, and then we were selling it, and I was incorporating it into my designs, but we were also selling the rough material to other artists, other designers, and I kept these specimens. They at several different times in my life, these specimens that were in my showcase were the only material that I had in Hubei. This is of all the turquoises. This is one of the most collectible. Sleeping Beauty. I mean, I could just name Landers. There's so many turquoises that are collectible. But of the top 5 that you would collect, this would be in my collection. And you say to me, why? Okay, well, here's why. Number one, Hubei turquoise is one of those turquoises that it's got that look. You know it's Hubei. You can't confuse it with any other turquoise, any other mine. Now, you can't say that about a lot of turquoises. There are turquoises that look like each other. You really have to have a practiced eye. You really have to know. With Hubei, that's why it's so highly collectible. It is such a unique look. There's no other turquoise in the world. There's no other turquoise on planet Earth that looks like Hubei. So anytime anybody has Hubei in their collection, you know it's Hubei. There's no mistaking it. It has a special look, special reference. Also in history, okay, history of turquoise, Hubei turquoise has a very special slot. This was the first turquoise that ever came from China into America. And it was the first turquoise. This isn't a Chinese story. This is an American story. And it's an American story that I know quite well. This is really one of the things that started the bridge, that started, you know, kind of the trade that we have, not just in China, but around the world in turquoise material. It opened the door. When in the 70s, this, you know, that was all a closed society. I don't know, most people, they don't even think about it like that now, but it was a closed society. There were American miners from New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, and Utah that actually opened the route. And I know a lot of those men. A lot of them are still alive. A lot of them actually are people that I still to this day admire. And they went into a frontier, literally, into the middle of nowhere, and they showed them how to mine the turquoise. They also showed them how to cut the turquoise. They also showed them how to market it. So it was Americans that actually brought this material to the market. This, again, the uniqueness of this really changed kind of the turquoise genre, the turquoise world, is because of the uniqueness of this material. And then it started going into it came into the Southwest. Everybody started using the material in their designs. And so it really kind of opened up the whole turquoise world. That being said, this was mined out. This was mined in either the late 70s, early 80s. Then they closed the mine, and there is no more of it. We didn't have any of this material for over 10 years. Over 10 years, we couldn't even get it. 3 years ago, through one of my contacts, one of my sources, one of my partners in one of the businesses that I had, he was in the Chu family, and he was in the family that owned the Hubei mine, that owned the Hubei deposit. And so he had direct contact. He went up there. He's now in his late 70s. He's actually getting ready to turn 80. But he was one of the people that brought it to America. In fact, there's Simon right there. That's Simon in his 30s, the young man. The gentleman standing next to him was his mentor in the United States, who actually taught him how to market it and actually supplied the funding and supplied the marketing. And then you'll see other Americans that actually he introduced him to, that he actually took him to took American miners over there to do it. So this came, just so you know, it was just an unbelievable luck on my part. Simon had gone, they're going to honor him. And so they spent $15 million on this museum in Hubei that they're doing just for the turquoise.
Wow. Because
that's how vital it is. And they're going to do bronze statues, and they're actually going to do a statue of him. He went there, and during that trip, that's when his nephew told him about his uncle's private stash. And so he goes, what private stash? And so he showed him, and his uncle at that time was in probably in his 88. He's no longer with us right now, but I mean, that was 3 years ago. But I mean, he's in his late 80s, right?
Right.
And he was one of the original miners, the original owners of the mine.
Wow.
He had a private stash. This came from his private stash. So we bought it all. We were able to get it. Simon was able to negotiate a deal for me that was phenomenal. So I was able to buy the material. We cut it. Oh. We did a Today special. That was in December 3 years ago. We sold it out in 3 airings. What you're seeing here, we used 80% of that rough material to cut that Today special. What you're seeing, though, is the leftover material that we had from that one purchase. Right. This, to make a long story short, this is it. This is the last design. This used up all the last of the rough that I have.
And Jay,
Leslie, everybody has shown this. We've shown this 4 or 5 times during this event. This is the first time that it actually is showing really well, and you're doing a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you, Jay.
Different colors and what makes this unique. Everybody else, I don't know if they've had it under wrong lighting or whatever, but it looks so dark. And I keep saying, that's why I say, come to my studio. Let me show you what I've got here to show you, but that's really coming out. Do you see how unique and how different that is, and how wonderful that is, and the uniqueness of the material?
It's absolutely beautiful. By the way, 1 minute or pretty much sellout. Jay, how many, Kevin, now? So 340 is all I have, and that's it. And whatever is on hsn.com, if you type in Hubei and this right here, that is it. And Jay and I had a phone call before the show, and he's like, Les, you just need to tell everybody that I just don't have any more rough. And so, if you are a collector of turquoise, do yourself a favor, pick it up, get it home. If you don't love it, if it doesn't speak to you, you got 30 days, but don't let this opportunity pass you by, because it is what they call collectible vintage turquoise. It is the world of colors, and I think that's why I'm so drawn to it too, Jay, because I do love, high blue. I love the Sleeping Beauty. I love the Angel Peaks. I love all of the turquoise you bring, but this one, I mean, it's so fascinating and interesting, and all the different, colors of that turquoise, and what character, and the fact that it's on sale. I mean, we certainly didn't have to put it on sale, Jay, because it is so special. For the anniversary, we wanted to do something big and special. This is what Jay King's career has all been about. Every trip he takes, every journey has all been on the quest to find turquoise. And this is the most desirable, the most collectible. You just can't get it anywhere else. So it's very exciting. $30 gets it home. It is 18 inches on that strand. Our customer loved it, Jay. 4.6 stars. 085392 is your item number. Final 200 left. We'll give everybody a little bit more time, right?
Yeah, and you know, here's the thing, and I don't want to force anybody to buy anything, and I don't want anybody to, like, I just want to let them know that when these are gone, they're gone. They're not replaceable. Yep. You know, turquoise is not a renewable resource, right? So when the material is used up, when it's mined out, or it's no longer available, that's it. It's done. It's over. And if you come to my studio, my wife calls it my man cave, but it's my studio. Okay.
Sure it is.
I literally have thousands and thousands of specimens that I've collected over 40 plus years of doing this. I have thousands of specimens. I have a whole line of turquoises. And most of those turquoises now you can't get.
So we are saying last call on that Hubei. If you want it, we're going to keep you updated. It will sell out with everybody in the ordering process. Jay, I told you on the phone, I said, Jay, I am in love with this brand new mine find, shiitake stone. Jay, it looks like print. Like it looks like somebody took like a rose print or a floral print and pressed it into these stones. I can't believe that is all natural. How cool is that? We got a necklace and we've got matching earrings. How pretty is that?
This is an intriguing, this is my design. I designed it big, bold. I wanted, you know, like when you get these materials, there's a lot of thought on our part that goes into how to best utilize and showcase the materials. I always snag these kind of materials before I show them to anybody else. It's kind of cheating, but you know, it is kind of cheating. It is cheating, but you know what? I don't care. So here's the thing. But when I see something like this, this is the kind of thing that's kind of this is my gig. This is what I do. And they call this shiitake stone. And this is a real interesting, you know, even not only the material, but just the people that you meet and the connections that you have on this. And I want to show you, this is a friend of ours who's an American miner, but he has claims in Mexico. And he's the one, this is the only deposit of this material that I know of in the world. And I asked him, when he first showed it to me, I said, why in the world are you calling it shiitake? I don't get it. He goes, well, at that time when he was getting the material out, it had kind of more like a shiitake mushroom type color to it. And so that's why he came up with shiitake. But you see, you know, and you picked up on it right away, Leslie. You're a jewelry person, but you know what? You're a GIA grad. You appreciate the gem, you appreciate the minerals, you appreciate all different things that go into making these natural beauties. I love these patterns. And you know what was cool about this? You just did it. I was going to ask you to do it, but you just did it. You flipped it over. Do you see one side looks one way? You flip it over, it looks a different way. And that is all based on the natural material. I know. And Mother Nature just does an amazing job if you let her do her job. Okay, so I just have to say, if we look from far away a little bit, right? My director, I'll drive him crazy now. Doesn't it look like a floral print? Like some big pink cabbage roses on a print, right? Like something you'd get for a beautiful dress or a beautiful gown, something like that. And then you come in close. You see, it looks like a print, right? And then you come in close, and I said, Jay, I really am all about this because it looks like pressed flowers, right? I mean, it's so pretty and unique, and I love the colors because it's like these rich cocoa browns and these pinks and these rust colors. I mean, it is absolutely one of my favorites in the entire hour. And this is a brand new mine find. Our customer, this is what we live for. This is what we wait for, Jay. If you want the necklace, it is 17 3/4 in the length, and it does have a 2 3/4 extender. I've got the final 240 in the matching earrings. Those are $15 to get home if you have an Hsn card. Get them home for $12, but at first glance, I loved everything about it, the color palette, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like a print. I mean, it is so cool. That is all natural color. I'm in love with the shiitake stone. Yeah, you know, and here again, I think this is why, this is one of the reasons that we've lasted 25 years. And every time I think about that, you know, if you think about what lasts 25 years, you know? But I think it's all due to the fact that our viewers have stayed with us, been loyal. They love what we do, but they also love the materials. They love things that are unique. They love things that are different. They know that they can take their time and tune in to the Mind Find show, and I guarantee you that you're going to see something new, different. You're going to see something you never even knew existed. You're going to see something that you never even thought about. And you know, one of the key things on the materials that I get, even, there are so many times I go that it's amazing. I'll ask people what's new and different, they'll show me the same old, but I go into the warehouse that they think, and I'll find something that's brand new. And I'll say, what's this? And they go, I don't know. We got, you know, we picked 5 kilos of it the other day. We're thinking about mining it. And I'm saying, are you kidding me? You know?
It's so pretty.
I bring it, so we're bringing materials like this. Nobody else has done this in jewelry, I guarantee.
It's absolutely cool and unique. It's everything Mind Finds is about. It's handcrafted, it's natural color. 088047 is your item number. We do have the update, Jay. Here it is. We were waiting for it. We knew it would happen. The Hubei necklace, all gone. Now, if you were left without, go to hsn.com and type in Hubei, but just know that whatever you find on hsn.com is the last of it. When it is sold out, it will never be repeated again. So let's move on to this one. So Jay, I put this in my cart last night. I was in love with it. First of all, pistachio is one of my favorite flavors of ice cream. And I do love green. It's my favorite color. So I was drawn to the pistachio chrysocolla. This is a bead necklace, and these are like, I mean, to call them beads is like an insult. These are giant. I mean, these are beautiful, big, giant, juicy rondelles. The necklace is 5-star rated, and we put it on sale. $89.98, $22.50 on a credit card. I have fewer than 500. Jay, this is so darn cool, and I'm in love with that color.
Let me tell you something, you know, and here again, if you like things that are different, you like, you know, things that are unique, I double dare you go into any jewelry, any jewelry place that you know of, right, and ask them to see their pistachio chrysocolla collection.
They'll be like, pistachio husa what's that?
I dare you, I even dare you to go to Tucson, the largest gem and jewelry show in the entire world, and see if you can find pistachio chrysocolla. Funny enough, the miner who mined the shiitake stone for us, this was his find. He actually mined this. It was a one-shot deal. He was on a dig. He found this. We did a deal with him. There wasn't a lot of the material. I wanted to do something. I had to do something kind of big and bold, so I did these big, bold, fat tire rondelles. It's a great look. And he's the one, I said, okay, I knew it was chrysocolla. We had already had it tested. I knew it was chrysocolla. He's the one that came up with pistachio. And it was funny because I asked him the same thing. Where did you come up with that? He says, it reminds me of pistachio ice cream. So what a great marketing tool. This is buy this necklace and you sell ice cream at the same time. You know, it's a fond memory. And I will tell you, you're not the only one that thinks pistachio ice cream is their favorite. Sarah, almost every show host that we've ever shown this material, or we've done a design in it, the first thing they say is, oh, I love pistachio ice cream.
It's one of my favorites.
It's going to bring, I guarantee you, bring great memories. And here's the thing. This is just, they got this on sale. This is just a killer price. It's a killer material.
Oh, it is.
And it's a customer pick. But look at this. Look at it on Ange. It's big. It's bold. It really gets your attention.
I know.
Something different, something unique.
And Jay, you know, for the untrained eye or the person that doesn't know, you would think it's like this cool turquoise, right? I mean, it's just cool and it's got such personality. And then if you are a woman that loves big, bold, chunky designs, you don't want the itty bitty stuff. You want bigger, go home. I mean, this is that perfect necklace. The colors are gorgeous. Our customer loves it. It's a customer pick, 5-star rating, 19 3/4 inches on this one. And then you do have the 2 3/4 inch extender. No two will ever be alike because that is all natural color. Sale price today, and the first $22 gets it home. How cool is that? Oh, I was drawn, last night I was like, oh, I just fell in love with it. Final 340 left.
And and these are things that, okay, there is no pistachio chrysocolla mine per se that they go out and they do it. This is done on a dig, right? So they're out there, and actually he was mining another material that he has a claim on, and they ran into this in the dig. So this was actually a material that when they were moving dirt, moving the overburden to the claim that they were trying to get down to, which he knew he had that claim, that's when they ran into this vein. So it's not like they can even go back and find this. They mined what they could on it. At the time, he really didn't know what it was. He just thought this is a cool material, it's a cool look. And so he went ahead and mined what he could mine of it. When they brought it back, they had it tested as chrysocolla, brought it to me, actually did show it to me in Tucson. And the first time I saw this, I literally saw a handful of it. And he asked me, would you be interested in this? And it's a new form of chrysocolla. I said, yes. We put the deal together. I don't know of anybody else that has this material. And this pretty much ate it up. We've done other designs in it, a few other necklace designs. And so this was kind of like our last hurrah on this. I'm not sure if he could get more of this or not, but right now I don't have any more.
Oh, if you're a person that loves, even the pillows on my couch are this color, if you're a person that loves the mint greens and the pistachio greens and the sage and just like almost like those sea glass colors, this is out of this world. And it's big and it's bold and you can't miss it. I really love it. I hope you get it. I'm gonna keep you updated on when it goes. Kevin, how many total now? I have 220, you guys. The race is on, and I'm not gonna get it seems, because I didn't press buy last night. But you live and you learn, Jay. $22.50 gets it home. And I think too, for a collector, we don't often have chrysocolla, ever, at HSN. I mean, I think I can count on, one hand how many times I've been able to present it. So what a cool and unique mine find. And our customers that got it rated it perfect 5 stars. 716320 is your item number on that. Oh, by the way, if you love green, Jay, I know you know what I saw this yesterday with Helen. I couldn't believe what you guys are doing.
It's crazy.
Look here, the exotic, right? I mean, chrome diopside, tons of it. I think 10 cabochons faceted on this beautiful handcrafted cuff. Less than $100, Jay. Holy cow, we've lost our minds.
I mean, this is really, literally ridiculous buy, and especially with what silver's doing. And this is Siberian. They call it Russian emerald. This is Siberian chrome diopside. This is the top grade material. Go Google this and research this a little bit and see what this is all about. This is the top quality material. The Siberian chrome diopside. It is. They call it Russian emerald, but it is the finest of the finest materials. Oh, and this is ridiculous price.
Yeah, our price was $189, and it was a customer pick.
Which was a good price.
I mean, we're under $100 today. If you want to get it home, use the Flex Pay. Remember, the 4 Flex goes away tonight at midnight, or when Lynn is done with Jay, $24.99, 695-631 is your item number. Jay, everybody's been waiting. They've been pre-ordering. Brand new for the 25th anniversary, orange opals. We've got a necklace. Yes, you get the strand with that beautiful 2-stone pendant. We have matching earrings, but I'm very limited on the earrings. And then we do have the ring sizes 5 through 12. 088029 is your item number. I thought this was amber. I mean, it's such a pretty rich, like sunset color.
Okay, and I have to tell you this, okay? This is it's the steal of a deal, right? If I was going to buy anything for my lovely British bride Sheila, right? And this woman, she was one of we dated forever. I met her in Kingman in a turquoise mine, okay, of all places.
Of course.
That's how I met my wife. I met my wife. You know what? There should be a country western song about that. I met my wife in Kingman turquoise mine. So, but. Sheila was a big fan, and I didn't really know that. I knew her for years, and she was a big collector. She loved it. But this is the kind of thing that my wife collects. This would be the type of thing I guarantee you that this will be, a lot of times I'll go home after doing the show, and I go back to our hometown, and I'll go, and all of a sudden UPS will show up or FedEx will show up, and it's got HSN boxes. And then I said, why did you order that? She goes, yeah, I ordered it. I said, why do you do that, love? I said, you know, you realize, honey, I make this. And she goes, yeah, but you always sell out and I never get it and I want it. So I ordered it.
That's a smart lady.
And this is probably one of the ones that she'll order. And I have to tell you, okay, for people that are out there, okay, and our viewers that are watching, this is so rare, okay? This is like over the top rare. This is the real deal. If you're an opal collector, we actually left the silver back open on that so that it can get light, so that it actually, we did that as part of the design so that actually you get light from the back so you can actually see the glow. This is Mexican orange fire opal, okay? Opal collector. These are the biggest, boldest designs I've ever done. They're all freeform. This is by far the highest grade of this orange fire opal I've ever had in 44 years of doing this. I can't tell you how rare this is and how expensive this is. There's only a couple of mines that actually produce this. This was one of those things where we put a deal together. I've never done anything this massive. This material's over the top expensive. And by the way, the necklace comes with the pendant. You're not buying the pendant and you're buying the necklace separately. They come together. If you're an opal person, if you're an opal collector, this is really something that's extremely rare. It's the only time I've ever been able to offer anything in these sizes. This normally, when you buy this material, there's a lot of little pieces. You don't get big pieces. This one load that we got, it was big enough, and this is by far the largest necklace that we've ever done, we've ever cut.
And by the way, Jay, I want my producer, Kevin, to show how many pieces total we have, because the minute we showed it, there it is, 290 remaining, and that's total between all three of these. So if you want it, go ahead.
Yeah, there's no way to repeat on this, okay? This was, do you know, like I only get this, every year I go to both of these miners, and I meet them both in Tucson, every year. That's where we acquire this rough. And what I do is I go to them toward the end of the show, and that's when I buy what I buy. Well, by then, they've already been picked through in a lot of cases. They don't have a lot of volume. But at the beginning of the show, this stuff is so ungodly expensive that you just really, I really can't buy it because they won't give me the price I need. What happened, I'll just give you the skinny on this. The shipment got in late. And so they didn't have it for the show. And so the show is over, getting ready to close, and their shipment came in. Of course, they need the money so that they can continue mining, right? It just happened to be right place, right time.
Yes.
To buy it. Otherwise, you would not see this. This isn't something I guarantee you that you're going to see from me. If this was just a miracle that I was able to get this much material, I've never had enough material to actually cut these big pieces like this or actually do a necklace. Every necklace I've ever done has been maybe like 6mm beads or something. Like it'll be a one little 6mm bead strand, and even that will be $160, $170, $180. So, and look at the size, the freeform cuts on this. The size of this material. And here again, the only reason I got it is because the material arrived late. They weren't able to put it out for the show. The shipment came in, they needed to sell it.
So I have 140 left total and more of you on the phones than that number. So if you want the necklace, we're at $279, $70 gets it home. That 4 flex goes away tonight or while supplies last. The ring comes in sizes 5 through 12. And then the earrings, a handful of the earrings left. If you want it, you've got to be in the ordering process. Call us quickly or go to hsn.com. If you are an opal collector, you probably don't have Mexican fire opal, and if you do, this is the best of the best that you can buy. And also lots of silver in these pieces as well, which is a big deal. So we'll let you know when that sells out. Might sell out right now throughout the break. We still have so much more to share with you. Another 20 minutes with Jay, and then he's only got one more show with Lynn. Stay with us.
About one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be shy about it. I like to eat. I'm a real foodie. And I'm telling you, we've got some tasty foods, and they've all been curated just for you. Grab a seat and join us. Good Eating with Me, every Monday at 5 p.m.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the Hsn Card. As an Hsn Card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN Card.
Jay King, 25 years. Wow. I'm Constance Carter, and I've been a Mind Finds girl for over 20 years. I want to thank you for all of the journeys that you've brought us through, that you've taken us on, all the beautiful, incredible artwork called Turquoise and Tanzanite and gems that you've provided for us, for all the education you've given us, but most of all for all your passion, because it is contagious. Congratulations, Jay, on 25 years.
It's not even my anniversary, and I got chills, Jay. That's gotta make you feel so good, those warm messages. Our customers love you.
You know, they've had so many of these testimonies. It's really, in a way, and it's very humbling, okay? And I really appreciate that. I didn't expect that, to tell you the truth. That was a surprise. And anybody who really knows me, and you know me really well, Leslie, I get embarrassed real easy. Okay?
No, you're quite shy, funny enough, yeah.
Really, well, I know, like you don't think of me as shy, but really, truly, but I mean, it's very humbling. I really, for people who took the time to do that, film it, that was very nice of them. They didn't have to do that. And I sure wasn't expecting it. I really was. So it really, it almost makes me cry.
I know, it almost made me cry, and it's not even my anniversary. I gotta tell you, I got chills, and you know what? She said it, it's wearable art. I love that message. By the way, quick little update, the Mexican fire opal, oh, that is gone. We knew it would happen. Thank you for your purchases, and wait list is available if you wanna sign up for that. We're gonna, if any of them pop up, we certainly will have those for you. Let's talk about my bracelet real quickly, because I know, Jay, they loved it. And I gotta tell you, it's that Russian emerald, right? It's one of the exotics. It's called chrome diopside, and look at that. That is natural color. You're getting 10 amazing hand-placed, hand-faceted cabochons on that 3-strand cuff. So comfortable to wear, and Jay's cuffs are out of this world. You know, even if you've got an itty-bitty wrist, or you've got a larger wrist, you can just give them a quick little pinch, and it hugs your wrist so beautifully. From $189, it is a steal of a deal. We're at $99.95. If you want it, you've got to be ordering. Kevin, how many did you say? 150 is all I have left. 695-631 is your item number on this beautiful multi-stone cuff bracelet. Okay, we're talking about turquoise, right? The wearable art, that customer just left her testimonial. This guy here is 5-star rated. It's blue-green turquoise jewelry. Jay's gonna tell you where this Mind Find is from. I have the 18-inch strand. Yes, it has that 2 3/4 inch extender. And then I do also have these great little button earrings, but 5-star rated collection here. 083169 is your item number. Tell me about this turquoise. Is this Chilean, Jay?
I don't think this is Chilean. I'm sorry because I didn't have this. I didn't know that we were going to present this. Blue green, are they, I believe this is part of, is this part of Turquoise, Azure Peaks or Turquoise Hill?
You know, it doesn't have the name. It says multicolor, but I am showing on my card from Chile. Okay,
so it's got to be something out of Angel Peak or something out of the material. It also looks like Azure Peaks. I'm sorry, but I don't want to tell you what it is and then it not be that. But it really looks like Azure Peaks, which is a Mongolian material. That's what I would say. So it may be on the card or something, it got switched around or something.
No, yeah, and the cards can be wrong. So I'm glad. I mean, I trust your eye. But what a beautiful, simple, clean strand. And then look at the character. I mean, that is really sensational turquoise. And then I love the clean little pop of turquoise color on the earring.
Yeah, they threw this in, but I can't believe the price. Because here's the deal, guys. Okay, well, I'll just tell you, okay, believe it or not, I do this as a living. I mean, you know, and so I know you find that hard to believe, but this is actually what I do. Okay, so the key thing about being the manufacturer is you know how much everything costs, right? I mean, I'm going right to the guys, and that's why I think this is Azure Peaks, okay, is what I think it is. When you go to the people that got it, you know, that are pulling it out of the ground and everything, I know what I pay for the material. Turquoise is turquoise. Now, some of the turquoise, again, is very, very expensive. Then you have medium, and then you have other materials that you can negotiate, especially if they're new and they really haven't established a market yet. And that's where I like to be the guy that establishes the market with them, right? And that's why I like to be the first one there and I'd be able to do it. But I just have to tell you, okay, the size of these beads, and these are natural shapes, okay, they're graduated. The size of these beads, it took no less than 3 pounds and probably more like 4 pounds of turquoise to cut that necklace. Now, that being said, even the least expensive turquoise that I buy, I will guarantee you there's no way that you could actually cut that necklace for that price. There is no way. You could not cut that. You couldn't actually manufacture that and even sell it close to $89 for that size of a turquoise necklace. It's just impossible to do it. So that's really something special. But now I see the price was $139, which is where it should be. I mean, that's a killer deal, right? Even for us. And the only reason that we can even do that on turquoise, we specialize in turquoise. As far as I know, we have, as far as turquoise collections, okay, I'm going to clarify this. There are people I know that have a wide variety of their turquoise collection. They've got turquoises from almost every turquoise known to man. In my private collection, I've got turquoises that a lot of people would love to have that you can't get, more so mined out than ones that you can still actually get. But as far as having bulk, as far as having material that you could actually manufacture, I think that we are either the biggest resource or close to the largest resource. I don't know of anybody any bigger, anyway, in having the different varieties in the kind of bulk that we have. So just to even be able to cut something like this, I mean, this is what we specialize in. Turquoise is what we specialize in. I love this, beautiful. This is all natural, I guarantee you. There's no enhancement to this. And the reason I can tell, well, number one, we cut it. But number two, when you're look at all the different colors, look at all the different shapes. If you've got more than one of these necklaces on this set, if you showed that, you would see they're all they're the same
the earrings.
But they're all uniquely cut, every one of them is unique in its own right. There's no two that will be identical.
Yeah, and even the earrings, you know, it's which one picks you. I love the little button stud earring because it's large enough to cover your piercing. And at that price today, buy a couple of them, gift, you know, your sisters, your best friends at $34.98 for genuine, unadulterated turquoise. I mean, that is its natural color, plus all that precious metal and that sterling silver and the handcrafting. It's just a steal of a deal. I really do love this one in particular. And Jay, my card says chili, but I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna go with what you say because you know
I'm just
more.
telling you, you know, on those cards, and what happens is when we do the cards, sometimes when we did the design, the material got switched out, so maybe it was another card. I'm just telling you from doing this for as long as I've been doing it.
Nah, I'm going with you. I'm putting my money on you.
I would be willing to bet that that's Azure Peaks from Mongolia. That's what I would be willing to bet that.
All right, so let's move on. Jay, I could not believe
This is wild.
I've
Blue
never,
topaz.
ever,
Blue
I've been here
topaz.
9 years. I've never seen us do a strand of beautiful blue topaz. You guys, it's icy. It's like a pool you want to dive into. You're getting an 18-inch strand of those beautiful American blue topaz. And then we've got matching drop earrings as well. This is 086240. Is this really American blue topaz, Jay? That's what my card says.
Okay, and Leslie, it's not only that, okay? It's the only time in my entire career, in 44 years, that I've done blue topaz. I did this one design, so this design is the only design that I've ever done where I've been able to do a necklace. You know, Leslie, this GIA, you know all about blue topaz, right? Oh, you know the whole gig with topaz, right? It's one of the things that the GIA, they teach you to grade and specialize in, right? So you also know the price of blue topaz, right? I mean, if you go in to any jeweler and anybody that would even have, like, that would specialize, that would even have anything, and see what they would sell something like this for, I guarantee you, it is crazy, crazy. Even at the appraised value there, I dare you to go find that necklace for that price. I dare you.
Right.
Okay.
And we giggled about it, right? Because that is the lowest appraisal we got. We got $340.
But I'm just telling you, go try to find it at that price. Do you know how hard I had to work? I mean, and the only reason that I did this, right? The only reason I did this is I got so many viewers that were asking me to do it. We put this deal together and we were able to do this. This is a stupid price for us to even be able to do this. I mean, this is a crazy, crazy price. This material is extremely expensive. It's almost impossible to get. Normally when you get it, you get like cabochons or you get things, we get the rough to cut it, but to actually be able to get the rough and actually cut a beaded necklace and be able to cut the beads and this thing not come in at like $500 or $1,000.
Right.
It's just almost impossible to do. What I have on these is what we could do. We got the lot, we cut the necklace, I did the simple earrings to go with it, and this was one of those things, remember we talked about, if you've got, for your jewelry box, there's always things that you should have, right? Like an amethyst necklace, a turquoise necklace,
pretty.
A sapphire, right? Blue topaz, if you can get this, I guarantee you this is something that you've never seen from me before. Okay, we did show this as exclusive. We showed it one time before. We sold more than half of them. I think we got to spend about a minute on it before, and that's why you're seeing the last of the last. But this is something that I don't even know if could I repeat it? Could I get the material? Yes. Could I do this price? No. I couldn't even.
Right.
I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even do it at their appraised value. I literally could not do this at their appraised value. I couldn't cut it for that. So to be able to get this and to be able to do this is really something special. And just showing it beautifully here, but this is it's just a nice soft blue, really nice blue topaz. It's not really a Swiss blue, it's a little bit lighter, but it's really kind of in that genre. It
is, and it looks like little droplets or raindrops or bubbles. Like it's just magic, and you do see that blue. It is unmistakable. It is blue. It is just clean and gorgeous. And and I've been here 9 years. You've been doing this for more than 4 decades. You've been 25 years at HSN. You've never been able to do this. I think it's so perfect for birthday month. If you want it very limited, remember the necklace is $200. $209. 4Flex goes away tonight at midnight. If we have any left over, it won't be $52 to get home. If you want the earrings, you know, get yourself the matching earrings. I think too, if you're a December baby, you gotta get these home. And Jay, I was thinking too, for any mommies to be, like if you're expecting your first baby boy, or it's just such a beautiful gift for somebody to receive during that time, but it's that undeniable beauty of that blue topaz. 086240 is your item number. Very, very popular and special. And remember, that $340 appraisal was the lowest we got back. Jay chuckled when he saw that price. He was like, no way. There's no way. There's no way. Well, walk into your jeweler and ask for a strand of blue topaz.
Well, and what I'm saying is, even if I normally bought blue topaz, I can get the rough. Okay, I can buy it. I couldn't build it and sell it for $340. I personally couldn't do it. And so you're saying, well, why are you selling it for this? This was one of the deals that we were able to get. But I got to tell you, I worked really hard to be able to do it at that price.
Oh,
I
so
mean,
good.
Really hard. There was a lot of hard negotiating that went on to be able to get the material.
And you got it done. Okay, so let's wrap up the day or the hour with Jay with this gorgeous striking piece. This is Cape Amethyst. Of course, it's a 19.5-inch strand, 2 3/4-inch extender. It is so beautiful. It's not just a strand. We love those, but you might have one of those. This is different. It's a beautiful station necklace with those beautiful freeform cuts. And Jay, that amethyst, I mean, rich and beautiful, and look at the character in there.
Okay, and this is a J. King design, just so everybody knows.
I like
so,
it.
Yeah, if you didn't, it'd break my heart. It's all about the material. And Cape Amethyst, the reason I'm grinning is this. It's got a really crazy story to it, right? The people that mine this, their Cape Amethyst mine is like their ATM, right? And it's like, it's not only like their ATM, it's like their mutual fund. It's like their savings account. So this is how crazy, because you'll see Cape Amethyst, it'll, you know, like we'll have it, it'll be, it's available, we can buy it, and then we can buy the rough, and then we can make designs. And then all of a sudden it'll disappear completely off the market, and you don't see Cape Amethyst for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? And they go in, they mine this, right? They mine it anywhere from 3 to 6 months. The deposit, they uncover the deposit. They mine the Cape Amethyst, they cover it all back up so that people can't go in there and pirate it, right? And then they put it on the market to people like me. It goes out to bid so we can buy the rough. And then they go party and
relax.
and go on vacation for a year, 2 years, 3 years, right? Until they run out of money, or they have just enough money to go back and open up the mine again, and then they go back and mine more. It's like their ATM. It's the craziest thing. But what I love about Cape Amethyst, there's no other amethyst like this. They also call it chevron amethyst. You saw that with the beautiful chevrons in this. This is, Cape Amethyst is highly collectible. It's one of those things, and here again, it's something that you don't see all the time. In fact, I just got this material a year ago. I didn't, before that, I didn't have any. I had zero. And then they opened it back up. They let us know we were able to bid on a lot, and we were able to get the lot and be able to cut this design.
And by the way, less than 2 minutes to go here. You do have that extender so you can play with that length. 19.5 inches in the length, 2 3/4-inch extender. You absolutely see the chevron, that natural matrixing in that beautiful Cape Amethyst. And it's the amethyst with that really rich, deep, beautiful purple, and then the lighter purples that we really like. Nobody wants that washed out, you know, amethyst that you can barely tell if it's purple or not. This is $32 to get it home, put it on your neck, but it is beautiful. 717-546 is your item number. And how many now left, Kevin? 250 is all I have left, Jay. So the race is on. It is absolutely beautiful. And you're right. I mean, we do amethyst all the time, but I've never done Cape Amethyst with you.
Well, you know, I only do it, like, you'll see it in the line every 3 or 4 or 5 years or something. Like I said, you haven't seen it in forever. And it's just that when they open the mine, they mine it, and then you have to understand, from the time they mine it till it gets to people like me, where we know that it's available and we can bid on it, it could take up for a year for them to actually put the deal together and transport it. But then they've closed it all. They cash in. Everybody buys.
Good for them.
You actually have to bid on the material, and you bid on the rough. And it's all a cash deal. You do that, and then that's it. They sell out every time. It goes when they put it on the market and they put it up for bid.
Good for
literally lasts a day, 2 days, and then all the rough is purchased.
I know, and what a treat. I mean, obviously, purple, the color of royalty, and just, feeling good and special like a queen. What a beautiful statement necklace. 717-546 is your item number. Jay, a very blessed and beautiful and wonderful anniversary. Thank you for being with us for 25 years. I know you will wrap it up at 10 p.m. with Lynn Murphy, so good luck and cheers to many more years, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Lenny and I started it, and Lenny and I are ending it.
Right.
I really, and I do appreciate it, and I always love working with you, Les.
Thanks,
I really appreciate
Jay.
your time.
I appreciate
Take
you.
care.
Thank you, Jay. Here's Sarah and Perlier, everybody. Adios.
The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information. Timeless style, remarkable quality, and effortless functionality. Versatile, everyday bags crafted by